Hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17. I am Knight in Phoenix. So in the previous episodes we've been trying to get our cow barn area ready for 200 cows. We currently have 71. So what do? We cut grass. So we've got a bunch of hay over there we just went by. We have silage. We have grass, and we also have straw. We have two fields that we planted wheat on. We harvested the wheat and then took the stalks and turned that into straw. So what we're going to do now is get everything up to 100%. So the feed bars, where they should all be full grain. So we need to give the cows, I believe, more grass, more hay, more straw, more water, and silage or power food. First thing we're going to do here is we put the bucket on the tractor. We're going to clean up their feeding trough. It was down to, I don't know, less than 50% cleanliness. So it's just a matter of putting a bucket on the front of the tractor, running over all the grass that they've managed to throw out of their feeding trough, scoop it up, and we'll just dump it right back into their feeding trough. Yeah, I'm not particularly the best with the bucket. You got to get it at the, well, first you got to get it low enough, and not so low that you're lifting your front wheels off the ground. And it has to be tilted at the right angle so that it will actually pick it up. And then I've had this happen, if it's tilted too much, it'll still pick it up, but when you start to back up, it just dumps it right back out. So it's kind of a, you got to get it right in the right spot. Alright, so the cleanliness should be back up to 100%. We're going to grab the bale picker-upper thing. Well, what do they call it? It's not really a fork. But anyways, we're going to start making power food for the cows. So power food, also known as TMR, or total mixed rations. Once you figure out the right formula, it's pretty easy to do. So the big red mixer that I'm dropping that bale into, it's called a Silo King. It holds 16,000 liters of material. Each bale has 4,000 liters of material. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's hay, straw, silage, grass, each single bale will hold 4,000 liters. So if the Silo King holds 16,000 and each bale is 4,000, that means we have to put 4 bales in there to fill it up. Now in total mixed rations, you have to get the right proportions. So the easiest way to think about it, it takes 3 different materials. It takes straw, it takes hay, and it takes silage. So you're going to put one of each of those into the Silo King, or the mixer. So 1 straw, 1 hay, 1 silage. That's going to leave you with 1 more bale that you need to put in there. That final bale can be either hay or silage. Either one will give you the right proportions, will give you the total mixed rations. For my 4th bale, I'm choosing to use hay Obviously because I have so much more of it than I do silage. Silage is the stuff here in the white bales that I just picked up. So I would recommend you put in 1 straw, 1 hay, 1 silage, and then determine what do you have in excess of or more of. Do you have more hay? If you have more hay, then use the 4th bale, make that be hay. Or if you have more silage, make the 4th bale be silage. And yes, they do have to go in the mixer to count. I know I've mixed myself up, confused myself multiple times trying to get the proper ratio here. And then I don't know, all of a sudden it just clicked. Everything just seemed to work out right. 1 of each of the bales, so 1 straw, 1 silage, 1 hay, and then the 4th one, just pick what you have in excess of, either hay or silage. It can't be straw. You can only put 1 straw in there. So now I'm hooked up to it. We have basically a gauge there on the upper left. So there's only 3 bales in there, showing that I have too much straw percentage-wise. So in order to fix that, I have to put something else in it, which the options are either silage or hay. And then, so it'll be more hay in this case, because I'm not using the silage. So the percentage of the straw will go down. You'll see, I'll hook back up onto this and you'll see everything, all 3 lines will be green. Alright, now that we hook back up to it, after we put the last bay of hay in there, we can see all 3 lines are now green. So we have a properly total mixed ration. Then we just have to move the Silo King forward and start dumping it into their feed trough, and repeat as necessary. So here we brought up the animals page so that when we start unloading the Silo King, we can watch those ratios go up. Now what's interesting is when you start unloading the Silo King, the silage hay column will start going up, as well as the power food column go up. So it takes the power food and divides it amongst those 2. And what it actually does is the silage and hay will go up by 62.5%. and the power food goes up by 37.5. So you can see them both increasing right now. So if you combine silage, hay, and power food together, silage and hay requires 2/3 and the power food is 1/3. So the fact that the silage and hay is increasing by 62.5% and the power food is only increasing by 37.5, they will both go up at the same amount. Well, not the same amount, but the green bar will reach full at the same time. So in my opinion, it's not worth trying to chase the green bar on the silage and hay part. Just do power food and they will both, the green bar will stay even with each other. Like I say, it does split it up, 62.5% for the silage and the hay, 37.5% for the power food. Once you're done, both green bars will be at 100% at the same time. So we're just going to repeat the process until we have both of the 2 bottom green bars, silage and hay, and the power food, full green, 100%. Alright, that should be the final bale, the final load for the Silo King. So we'll hook up to the tractor here. We'll see that we are 16,000 liters and all three bars are green. So we have a proper mixture of power food. So we unload it, we bring up the animals screen again, and we'll see that the silage, hay bars and the power food bars are both going up, and we see that they have now stopped, and we still have power food left in the mixer. So that's telling me that the trough is full. We have reached 100% on the silage and hay and the power food. And so what I decided to do here was turn the Silo King around. You can feed out of the left or right hand side. But because the bales are on this side of it, instead of having to try and load that thing with the tow bar out front, I'm going to turn it around so that I have the nice rounded back end, and I don't have to worry about loading and not hitting the trailer, the tow bar, and moving it around. Alright, so we need to do the same thing for the other resources. So we're going to need water, we're going to need to put straw and grass into the appropriate places to get those all up to 100%. Once we get everything up to 100%, we're going to start bringing cows over. So this is where I have the grass. You could put grass over in the other trough. Well, that was interesting. I obviously got a new follower there. I didn't think it would actually be recorded in the video. Oh well. So I just put my grass bales over here. There's a trough over here that you can put grass in. I just think it makes it simpler. Instead of trying to, well, keep another material, a whole bunch of bales of grass over on the other side. As you can see, there just isn't enough room to keep what I've got over there. So just like before, except we're not putting it into the Silo King and having to mix it. We're just dumping grass into this trough until it's full. Alright, so with that last bale, it looks like the grass bar is solid green, 100%. I guess we could put another one over there, see if it would take any more, but visually on the bar, it looks like it's good. There is nothing there. It doesn't give you like it's showing 100% or that you have 30,000 of 30,000 liters. You just kind of got to look at it and say, yeah, I guess it's full. So it looks like the next thing we're going to do here, I'm thinking we're going to do this straw for bedding. So we have 2 round bales of straw remaining. We're going to use those up. What we're going to do is we're going to put them into, oh, I don't know what it's called. It's a straw sprayer. You'll see. I'll drop it in there. Basically, you drop straw into it. It chops it up and then sprays it into the cow area for bedding. It's not necessary to use this. I found out after I bought this. You can just take the raw straw bales over to on the left hand side there and just drop them inside and it will fill up the bedding. But it's kind of cool watching it. You know, if you need a lot of bedding, it's probably not the most efficient way to do it. Now that I have the square straw bales over here, it's probably better to get like a bale fork and pick up 4 or 5 of them at a time and just drop them in there. Well, not drop them into the shredder, but just drive them over to the cow area and just drop them on the ground. And they'll go where they need to go. So now again, it doesn't give you a percentage, or like I say, it would be really nice if it said I had like 26,000 liters of 30,000 required. That way I know, okay, I need one more bale. So I just tossed 2 bales in there, hoping that it will fill it up. I just don't know. If it's not enough, I'll just go get more bales and put it in here. Alright, so we line it up, and I believe we press I. You'll hear it, you'll see it. The weird thing is, although there's 2 bales in here, it will only empty 1 bale at a time. Once that is gone, then you have to hit I again to start the second bale. You can see it stops spraying and there's still a bale in there. So we hit I again, and it will, if it will take the full amount, it will use that. I don't recall. Okay, so it did. So I probably need another bale. We're taking a look. So the third one down on the right, where it says straw, that straw heading is for the bedding. It's not for the food. Because you do use straw for food, part of the power food or the total mixed rations, but I don't think it actually even lists it. So when you see straw on the animals tab under the cows, that is for bedding. Okay, so I've got the round bale grabber, and I'm thinking that I had read that it will also pick up square bales. I'm not quite sure. So that's where we're kind of slowly approaching here. Hopefully we grab the top bale here, and it actually works. So the round bale grab will actually grab square bales as well. And that's assuming if you have the mod loaded, and so it's an automatic bale grabber. So I guess that's why it just doesn't really matter what you're grabbing. As long as it's a bale, it just picks it up and puts it onto the grabber. What I need to do is get another tractor down here so I don't have to keep using the same one to load and then connect to the tool and unload. I eventually do that, but not right now. Once I get the 200 cows down here, I realize real quick, I can't just continue to be jumping around using the same tractor. Alright, so we see it has stopped unloading and there's still straw in the tool. So that tells me that I am at 100% straw. So of course we bring up the animal tab, take a quick look. It looks like the only thing remaining is to get the water trough up to 100%. And that's just a simple matter of backing up to the water trailer, which I already have over there, and I have 32,000 liters of water in it. And we'll just unload until the trough is full. And that's it. It didn't take much, but as you saw at the very end of that, it came up and said it has enough water for cows for 6 days. And that's what everything that you see, all those green bars, that is what is required for 71 cows for 6 days. Now, once I get 200 cows over here, those numbers are going to change quite a bit. Let's just kind of figure they're going to go up 3 times. Because once I got the 200 cows over here, I was just absolutely amazed at what was required to maintain them for 6 days. I did a little screen. I'll put it up at the end here so you'll see. It's a lot. Alright, so we go on over to the Oshkosh semi-tractor. We have a leased animal transport trailer on here. And we're going to go start getting cows. We can put 14 cows at a time in here. So where do you get cows? You get them over at Mary's Farm. Or if you want to pay a delivery fee, I can't remember, $150 or $250 per cow to have them delivered. Then they just show up. So I figured, okay, if I'm doing 200 cows, and if the delivery fee is $200 per cow, that's $40,000 just in delivery fees. I figured for, I don't know, it's probably just a couple $1,000s. I leased the trailer and I'll just spend my time and bring them over. You probably shouldn't take that little curve at 84 miles per hour. So we'll show you where the cow pickup is. It unfortunately seemed to be a lot easier to just drive through the fields of people I don't know. Nobody came out shooting at me, so I guess they either didn't see me or worked out pretty well. So we get into the black and yellow tape area. I think in here that I had cows selected. I don't. I have pigs. I do catch it before I actually confirm it because I looked and it said 18. Wait a minute. I'm only supposed to get 14 cows in here. So I click back, bring it back up. I mean, I actually did have the cows highlighted. I guess I didn't click on them. So it defaulted back to pig. But now we got cows, 14 cows. We're spending $70,000 for 14 cows. But that's alright. They're going to pay me back by selling milk. So get this first load over to the cow farm area, get them unloaded, and then we'll just cut to the last load. No sense in watching me drive back and forth multiple times. It gets rather repetitive. So that's the unload area. I guess you just really need to get any part of the trailer in there and you can unload. You have to click unload for each cow that you have in there and then confirm it. Click yes. And I think we take a quick look at the screen here. So we have but 85 cows in there now. And you can see all the green bars, water, straw, grass, silage, hay, power food have already gone down. And that's simply because we increased the number of cows that we have in the yard there. Alright, this is the last load. You can see we had 197 cows. We only brought over 3. The goal was to get 200 cows, which we now have. And you can see everything: water, straw, grass, silage, hay, power food. They're all almost pretty much critical levels. So the next step is to get all of those back up to 100% again. So as you've seen, I have plenty of material to get all those back up to 100%. The problem is, once I do that, I now have 6 days to create enough material to feed them for another 6 days. And here's the crazy part. I want to also get 200 sheep. Good thing about the sheep is they only require grass and water. So I kind of have to start figuring out, when I cut my grass, what I need to do with it. Turn it into grass, turn it into hay, turn it into silage. Got a little bit of math to try and figure out here. Alright, so the easiest thing to start off with is water. I just hook up once and unload.
And play this game. Nothing left.
Alright, so I think my water trailer is empty. Or close to it anyway, and I did get that up to 100%. So I'm going to have to truck that down to a lake or stream somewhere sometime and refill that. Alright, so what I think we'll do here is we'll just jump ahead to the point where we have everything back up to 100%, and I'll show you the requirements for all the materials needed to maintain 200 cows for 6 days. All right, there we have it. 200 cows and enough food, water, supplies to last for 6 days. Alright, so here's the numbers. We can see one bale equals 4,000 liters. So straw for bedding, we need 82,471 liters with about 20.6 bales. Grass, 88,080 or 67 liters, so 21.5 bales. Now I've combined silage, hay, and power food into one number, as I explained why earlier. And that requires 336,008 liters or 84 bales. So in total we have 504,546 liters or 126.1 bales. Now at the bottom I've broken out the silage, hay, and the straw. So basically the power food, and this is under the assumption that you're going to use 2 bales of hay and 1 of silage. If you use 2 silage and 1 hay, you just flip those numbers. So for the power food, 25% of that is going to be silage, so it's going to take 21 bales. Hay is going to require 50%, so that's 42 bales. Straw, another 25%. That's 21 bales. That gets us up to the 84 bales that we have above. Anyway, I hope that makes sense to you. Let's see if I can add this all up. So, straw. So, that's going to include for bedding and for the power food, you're going to need 42 bales every 6 days. Grass, you'll need 22 bales every 6 days. And what did I say? Okay, so silage, we're just going to use 21 bales every 6 days. And now I don't even remember what I said. Hay, we're going to need 42 bales every 6 days. So, all in all, you're going to need 127 bales of material every 6 days to maintain 200 cows. And you also want to keep in mind that the cows do multiply. So I won't always have 200 cows. I'll have 201, 202, and that number will just keep increasing. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. The next one we have to decide what we're going to do. We have 3 fields of grass to cut and bale. We just got to figure out what we're going to do with them. What are we going to turn them into? Do we resupply the cows at this point, or do we start working on the 200 sheep that we want to get? So if you liked the video, do hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed. You'll get notifications every time I post a new video. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.